everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Steelers going up against the Colts.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. He finds an opening past the 40. And now look at him go. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 74 yards. So it'll be first down here after the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run on first down. Scott, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second down, the ball, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. A give to Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Dobbs now on second down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Dobbs. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll try and sneak it here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now Dobbs escaping the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
Dobbs is throwing. Dancing to his left. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Luck now on second down. Ebron caught left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. A give. This is Kelly. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in. They'll send Hilton in motion right. On second down, here's Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Running right with Kelly. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Now he's forced out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Kelly to try to punch it in. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Throwing here, Dobbs. Steps away. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And it's up and good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And the tight end Ebron in motion. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So we have reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And the hit jarred and loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Bell, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On second down, Dobbs. And an alley to run. And the ball is knocked out. And the Colts pick it up. Now the ball comes loose.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On play action, it's Dobbs. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On first down, Dobbs to throw.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Back to throw Dobbs. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jabal Sheard. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. To throw is Dobbs. And Pressure again, and down he goes again. Jabal Sheard in there to drop it for his second sack now here tonight. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Garcia. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Scott, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Looking to throw on second down. Waters. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Three yards to go here on second down.
Ringo. Ohio. Let's go. Ryan 38. Ohio. Flex round.
Operating from the gun. Waters. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go. What? Ohio. Flex round. Ohio.
Time running out here on the play clock. Looking to throw. Waters. And a scary incompletion. Almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. to throw again. Waters. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Forced out to his left. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Dobbs. Being chased out left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Dobbs to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Luck gonna throw it. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going up.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I